Hello there and welcome to Concept Hunter. My name is KOKOStern and today we'll discuss Blitzer. This game tries to do something that actually has just come out, which is kind of odd to say. A very recent game called Risk of Rain that really just came out was kickstarted and had a very successful Kickstarter campaign and got out, and it is a very nice game. It is a platformer where you can shoot, and what you do is you have a level, there's all kinds of enemies will spawn, and eventually you have to destroy all the enemies, and then you move forward to the next level. That's the basic premise without getting too much into it. Blitzer does the same thing, in a way, but a couple of decisions in terms of mechanics pretty much completely break the game. And it's sad for me to see this because this has potential. It is a lot of fun, as Risk of Rain shows us, which is, by the way, you should totally check out that game. It is adorable, and it's lovely. It has a good difficulty level. Blitzer tries to do it, but one of the mechanics completely break the entire game. The entire game. And this is something really cool that you'd like to have, but this completely breaks the game. Completely breaks the game. So we're going to talk about it once again. That is my phone, I apologize. Once again, I'm going to load up the freaking webpage because you don't have loading and then nothing and then you need to press play, so I have to load it from scratch. Now it'll load and we immediately see that it is made by Silver Games. These are the authors for this. Silver Game, they have this little tiny animation. And yes, Silver Games. Pretty long animation, but okay. We're good. We're good. Silver Games presents Blitzer. Click to start. Game by Elmar, music by Casa. Music is actually quite lovely here. And let us click to start. So, what we get to decide is which map we want to get on. Happy Valley, jump from platform to platform, or relax in the ground. We've got Sacred Mountain, dig as deep as you can, or climb as much as you want. And Volcano of Doom! The level rises and decreases over time. It's hot. I'm gonna go with Happy Valley. It doesn't really matter. They're all exactly the same for the purpose of what I want to show you. The game mode, however, use the arrows to switch it. We have either Classic or Hardcore with a number. Classic 5. Each level adds one more spawner. You'll see that in a second. Beat level 5 to win. And after Classic 5, you get to Classic 10. Same thing, Classic 20. In Hardcore, you have insta-death, no grenades, beat level 5 to win. So, in Hardcore, you don't actually level up. You don't actually get money and stuff. You died one hit, but you also kill everything in one hit. So it is... I don't know if it's to call it hardcore, because it's not inherently difficult. I'd actually say it's way easier than classic, because you kill everything with one hit. You obviously die as well with one hit, but for the purpose of what I'll show you in a second, it's a lot easier. And then you have hardcore 10, hardcore 15, and then infinite, which just keeps on going forever and ever. There's no incentive in infinite whatsoever. And we'll talk about incentive to actually keep going and finish this. But let's talk about Classic 5, and let's just press play. I'm not going to go into help. I'm just going to press play. Movement, AD or NW to jump, or the arrow keys works just the same. I can actually use the arrow keys. There's no reason not to. Grenades, I've never used them. Maybe we'll try one out, but there's no need, and I'll show you exactly why. Aim with the mouse and shoot. Now, it says aim with the mouse and shoot, which means it makes you think that you can shoot omnidirectional, but you can't. You can only shoot left, right, and bottom and up. Now, I appreciate the fact that you can use the mouse, but if you only have 4 directions to shoot at, might as well just allow for the arrow keys to move around and WASD to shoot. Have both options. I'm not saying exclude, but have both options because some people will like not using the mouse completely. So that's it. Continue. And now I'm out here. Your points are your life. Kill baddies to get more points. Hits cost you points. You die when you have less than 0 points. Kill all spawners to level up. These are my points. These are also my life. So this is everything. Enemies are really dumb. He fell down and I was shooting me up and I don't care. Now I can move around and I can jump. And the mechanic that breaks the game is this mechanic. Okay? I have the ability to shoot up. Now it also tells me this, so I'm going to drop down all the way down. I'm going to kill this enemy. Okay, I got 10 points. You are trapped. Don't worry, getting up is easy. Aim down, jump, and while mid-air, shoot down and hold. You will shoot, jump, like it's flying. So basically, I'm flying. And now, if you don't mind, I will press this button in order to shut the game up, because the music is lovely, but beep, 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 beep is kind of annoying. So how does this mechanic completely break the game? First of all, I will forever be at the top of the screen. Spawners drop from the sky. The fact that they drop from the sky means that I will always have a clear shot to hit them. And what I can do is very simply stand on top of the spawner because I know where he is. I level up, and I get more points. Now the points, I'm just going to go to damage and monetizer to get more money, and that's it. I'm just going to shoot this one until it blows up. Going to shoot this one until it blows up, and I level up. And I finish the level. This is the entirety of the game. The mechanic that you could fly breaks this game entirely. There is no difficulty. There is nothing. This game is empty completely because of this one. The concept is very nice. But personally, I have never... Let's take a couple of defense, I guess. It's completely useless to take defense. You could just need damage and stuff like that. I'm assuming there's a lot to go through because you have enemies that come out and you want to shoot them and they shoot at you, and you got, you know, the spawners, and it gets difficult because there's a lot of spawners and they're everywhere. Meaningless, 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 meaningless. Shoot it, go on top of this one, shoot this one, and shoot it. Now, when you have a lot of enemies, they'll shoot up, but it's very easy for you to just ignore the shots up, or just, it's very easy to just do this because all enemies get destroyed when you level up, and the spawners are just in you. So you just go from left to right, all the way from left, all the way to the right, and you kill all the spawners, and the game is over. And you're done with the level, and victory now will have Classic 10 and Classic 20, which is the next. It's just more levels. It does not change. You don't get new weapons. You don't get new spawners. You don't get... maybe you get new enemies, but I've never seen different enemies. Because I'm at the top of the screen the whole time. I've actually never seen enemies. I'm going to go into Hardcore 5 just to show you how Hardcore works. And this is you just kill something with one hit. So, and you don't have points and you don't level up. I mean, the level ups happen immediately. You don't actually spend points on anything. Not that spending points has any meaning, but you just go around. This is even more so, just go from left to right and kill things. And you just go through and you kill everything. And that's it. Final level. Just go up. Shoot that. Shoot that. Shoot these three. And we're done. So, the concept inherently is really nice. And we see it work tremendously. Obviously, the Risk of Rain is a lot bigger and huge and was kickstarted, and there's a lot more to talk about there. But we can see that this concept can work. In the course of a very small Flash game, there's a lot to think about here. This could be really cool. This could be really, really cool. But you need to think about this further on. And let's say you remove that. You remove the rocket jump that you have. You add double jump so you can pretty much get whatever you want to, but you remove the fact that bullets extend you. Let's say you completely remove it, and you have to because it breaks the game completely. If you remove that, I'm going to ignore Hardcore because Hardcore is a bad mode. For what it does here. There's no reason to have 5 levels, 10 levels, 20 levels. I don't feel that it helps much. It could be cute mode, but let's talk about classic. Let's talk about the actual game mode in this game. Upgrades and stuff like that. I would love to see different weapons. I would love to see different enemies. I'd love to see more expansive levels. You have 3 maps here, but what I did notice about the maps is that there's not a lot to go left and right. There's a ton up and down, which is nice, and you can also apparently dig down. If you shoot enough down, you can actually dig down a little bit, which I don't understand the reasoning for or what it does, because you want to avoid stuff, not lock yourself in a hole when the enemies always come up at you. But forget that part. You want to have a little bit of different weapons, more reasoning to have the points and stuff, more reasoning to level up and upgrades. And then, after everything is said and done, the way you die in this game is lose all your points. Your currency is your health. Health and currency are one. I'm not sure I like this. I don't know if it works in the context of this game. This is something you really have to think about and try a lot and playtest a ton. In the context of this game, especially at the later levels, what I did notice, I dropped down a little bit at like level Classic 20, level 20. I have 40,000 points, okay? I have 40,000 points, and one bullet does like 400 damage. And bullets rarely hit me, but you just don't... There's no risk for me to die at all. There's no reasoning for me to use most of the upgrades, jump is completely useless. Rocket jump, obviously you got to remove. Jump was kind of useless at my point. It'd probably be more effective if you got a double jump and you can jump around. Damage, I never felt damage. It always seemed like I was killing stuff pretty much pretty fast. And I don't know if there were enemies that had... I don't know enemies at all because I never saw an enemy. And defense, I guess you take less damage. But again, I barely got hit. So concept is good, but you have to work on it. You have to remove what breaks the game completely and start from scratch and think ahead on how to build this game. The concept is there, but a couple of wrong decisions and wrong turns completely break this game. So this is Blitzer. Work on it, Silver Games, and I think you can make something really, really cool that people can enjoy that isn't Risk of Rain, because it's kind of the same concept in that sense. And if you've enjoyed Blitzer, give this game a try. If you've enjoyed Blitzer, try Risk of Rain, because Risk of Rain takes this and makes it a huge, huge, huge serious game with tons of stuff that's obviously not possible in the breadth of a, it's just a Flash game. It's a small Flash game. But that's it. That's Blitzer for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I wasn't too harsh on this game, but it is completely broken, so you gotta discuss these things in a level-headed way. So that's Blitzer by Silver Games. My name is KOKOStern. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next week. Laters!